Very warm welcome to you, and thank you so much for joining us on this special program brought to you by Shelter Incorporated. We focus on all things, of course, relating to a shelter, big family, and extending that today by speaking to a renowned personality, news presenter, philanthropist, and a mental health advocate. I'm excited today to be joined by Vicky Maponga. Vicky, thank you so much for joining us today.
I'm listening to you speak and I'm like, is he talking about me, all those things? But what an honor. Thank you very much for having me today.
Yeah, but talking about some of your accolades, congratulations on your recent award, and Women Are Changing the World Awards that took place for 2024. I also understand that you are the only Zimbabwean who was part of one of 31 finalists who were selected there. Maybe you can share with us a bit about that.
Farah, if I just want to talk about that, up to now it's like I am dreaming.
Yeah.
It's like I'm still to wake up out of this dream. I cannot believe it. Mm-hmm. I just got a message from somebody saying congratulations, and I'm saying congratulations for what? Because to be honest, the truth is I never thought I was going to win.
Right.
We were so many.
Right.
And being the only Zimbabwean there, I mean, there were people from all over the world. Right. So what an honor it is. And if you can allow me at this point in time to just appreciate everybody who voted for me, who believed in me, who took time to just say, you know what, we're gonna vote for Vicky, and all I can say is the award is not mine. Yeah. It's for Zimbabwe, and it's for everybody who took time to vote for me. Yeah.
It surely is deserved, Vicky. And in line with the award, Women Change Makers, you've also taken it upon yourself to contribute towards making a change in the world. And a key area is mental health. Maybe you can share with us a bit about the significance of mental health and how you've taken it on.
You know what, allow me to first of all start, Farai, by saying, you know what, I believe mental health is something that is not really understood, especially in our culture.
Right.
In should I say globally, because I believe global challenges need global solutions. Right. I will start by giving you a definition of mental health so that our viewers can also get to understand. Okay. I've got my own personal definition of mental health. I always say mental health, Farai, is like having a headache. A headache is triggered and caused by so many things. But in order for you to deal with the headache, you need to deal with the root cause. Okay. In other words, everyone in this room here can be having a headache. Right. But if I'm to ask Farai, why do you have a headache? Right. Maybe you tell me I've got a headache because, Vicky, I got a dog bite yesterday, so the pain is just causing my head to be sore. If I ask somebody else, maybe they've got a headache because they have a spine problem. So when it's cold, the spine causes their head to be sore. Maybe someone just has a headache because they've been tired. Maybe someone has a headache because their husband or wife has been beating them at home.
Oh, they just didn't eat.
They just didn't eat. Right. But the common denominator is everybody has got a headache. Right. But the root cause is different. Same applies with when we come to mental health. Mental health, in other words, is the problem that you are facing, the problem that the person watching is facing. If you don't deal with that problem, then that's when we are going to hear, oh, do you know Farai Gwaze? Farai actually committed suicide because you didn't deal with the problem. Oh, do you know Auxilia? Auxilia actually is now into drug and substance abuse. Why? Because she did not deal with the root cause of the problem.
Oh, the root cause.
So in other words, everybody, because everyone has a headache. You might not be having a headache right now, but rest assured, I can prophesy. By end of the year, you will be having a headache. You will have 1 month where you're going to have a headache. You know, you cannot be having any problem right now, but rest assured, you're going to have a problem somewhere, somehow. So in other words, what I'm saying is everybody can have a headache. Everybody, it means everybody faces mental health issues. But what I believe we don't give ourselves are what I call coping skills coping strategies and mechanisms that help us to deal with those problems. Those things that we read about on news, Farai, to say 10 people committed suicide, a husband stabbed, a wife stabbed husband 10 times. They are results of unattended mental health issues. So suicide is just a result of unattended mental health issues.
Vicky, I love the analogy you use, your headache, because it's something that's common to everyone. And I love the way you explained how we all need to make sense of what has caused us to have the headache. We all go around trying to, I've got a headache, I've got a headache, I've got a headache, but then what's
causing the headache?
Right.
What's causing the headache? That's where we need to deal with.
Yeah.
We are trying these days, Farai. We've got problems with even drug and substance abuse.
Yes.
A lot of men committing suicide.
Yes.
Even women committing suicide. So and so has stabbed so and so. Even children, kids at school are stabbing, each other and doing all sorts of things. But where is that coming from?
Right.
If we don't deal with where is that coming from, we are never going to have the solution.
I'd love to unpack a whole lot more social issues, but I want to tap into a bit more about you, Vicky, but more importantly, how you have found, or what would you say you have found is your greatest strength in contributing towards the fight or against mental health issues?
My greatest strength, I should say, you might not believe, but I'm an introvert.
Who would think?
Who would think? I am.
Right.
But Farai, my greatest strength, I don't speak about these definitions, about all these things, because I read it from a book.
Okay.
I went through a whole lot of things that gave me wisdom, that gave me coping skills and strategies that I use to give people when I do therapy and counseling with people. Trying to commit suicide 3 times. When people see you on camera there and you like, a very good evening Zimbabwe, and you're smiling, you're all glammed up. Who would think I tried to commit suicide 3 times? Who would think I suffered clinical depression and I had to drink about 30 pills, Farai, every single day for almost a year? I'm saying about because there were many. Chitsapo chakadai chemapiritsi chandaimwa. About 30 pills every single day. I lost my first child. And because I'm a Christian and because Zimbabwe is a Christian nation, we are quick to say, it is well. Those things that we say to people. I ended up closing the door on people because it was causing me depression again. Because how can you tell me it is well when I have lost my child? A child that I carried for 9 months. I'd bonded with that child, hoping to see my child grow. And somebody comes and tells me it is well. What is well when my child has died?
Vicky, I love what you just said there, because it may help our audience understand how to approach such situations. You've sparked a very key thing that we all make the mistake of doing. When we don't know what to say, it seems like as if don't say anything.
When you don't know what to say, you are very right. Don't say anything. There is nobody who came to sit down with me, Farai, to just say, Vicky, can I give you a glass of water? Just that. Or just to sit by the corner there and ask and say, Vicky, is there anything I need to... Or to just be quiet and watch TV. We don't get to realize that the words that we speak can actually perpetuate or increase the mental health issues that somebody is actually going through. Words are very important. Words can destroy or they can build. But most of the times it's almost like we use words to want to, to kill someone's mindset, because mental health is all about somebody's mindset, your state of your mind at the end of the day.
How then, Vicky, do you manage the degree of patience that you must have when engaging some of these issues with, I don't want to call them patients, right? How do you cope with that?
You know, having gone through things like that, and just the beat that I told you about, I had nobody to talk to. So people that go through mental health issues, all they need is somebody to identify with. Somebody to identify with. That is what has drawn so many people to me, because they identify to say, oh, the Vicky that we have seen reading news, the Vicky that we have seen doing this and this and that, actually went through this, and now she is there, she's doing that. It means there's hope for me. Right. So I am patient, you listen, you judge nobody. Even the people that we see sometimes, Farai, standing at the avenues, sometimes we're quick to judge.
Right.
If you're here today and you hear, oh, Vicky is now standing by the avenues and she's selling her body, you're quick to judge, to say, oh, did you see? Now she's doing this. But you don't know the root cause that we were talking about. What caused me to do that?
Right. Vicky, when you said identify, something in me got me to appreciate, I think, maybe where a lot of challenges people have with finding a solution with dealing with mental health. So to our audiences, would it be fair to say that if you're going through something, you might not know who to speak to, but if you can speak to someone going through exactly what you are dealing with, it might help you make sense of what you're going through.
It might. But I was going to get somewhere maybe towards the end. But since you asked, you know, when I spoke about coping skills, coping strategies, and coping mechanisms, you know, because I can never know, when I'm walking in the streets, people can never know that Vicky tried to commit suicide.
Yeah.
People won't know. Yeah. But one of the most important coping skills and strategies or mechanisms that people should know is find a trusted person to talk to. Don't bottle up things, especially men. Sometimes it's better with women. We can sit and we talk and we give each other solutions. But men sometimes just want to sit and talk about Man U and talk about Liverpool. But back home, things are tough, man. Things are tough. And then at the end of the day, we hear, this person is now doing this and this, or they've killed themselves, because you're not opening. Opening up is not a weakness. It's actually a strength.
Whew. Vicky, we're going to take a break. And when we do come back, I'm looking forward to hearing a bit more about how you also manage those different dynamics. When you brought up men, a part of me just made me go, I think she's onto something, But we'll expand further from there. That's all the time that we had. Please ensure that you do keep sending us your questions, comments, and your contributions on all our social media platforms. I'd like to thank our guest in studio who joined us here today, Madame Vicky Maponga. Thank you so much for joining us.